So one thing I want to show is potentially a in-game demo. So some of you have said, well, what does it look like? So here's your opportunity to see like what the game would actually be. And so what you're seeing on your screen right now is kind of like the hero starting screen. So I have 3 NFTs in my wallet. And if you know, it's a card, so you can flip the card. You see some RPG statistics down low. You see the skills represented by those symbols I just moused over. Those are the spells or the skills the hero knows. That number in the top right is its level, and the coloring is the rarity. So there's a rarity scale for heroes as well. So this is your starting screen. You begin here. Okay, so when you get into game, you can see your health on the bottom left. You can see your quests in the middle, 25 out of 20. You can see your hero. You can see your XP. You can see your skills, which are right there. I'm mousing over those right now. You can see what those skills do. It's very Dungeons and Dragons inspired. I grew up playing D&D, so there's a lot of D&D mechanics you'll see here. Here's your inventory. Items are a big part of the game, so we're going to equip a sword and some armor. Like I said, there's over 170 unique items. And we'll go into town. Town's kind of like your base of operations. Here we're at the healer. Now remember, the resource you're managing are your quests, which we'll think of as actions. And so you have to be careful what you do and don't do because you only have a limited number of actions a day. Here I'm going over skill points and how you learn more skills and you allocate skills. Here is the Adventuring Guild's kind of the center of the game. You can summon heroes if you hold a summoning shard. And you can also level up in the Adventuring Guild. So leveling up, all RPG mechanics. So this is what combat might look like. And remember, each zone has its own art aesthetic. And we have some options here of things we can do. But if we use a skill first, remember, skills are super rare. So I only have so many skills a day that I can use. So here I rolled a 9. I did some damage. That was outside even the combat loop. Here I chose to attack, but the stag went first. And the stag did 5 damage, and I did 3. So it's kind of like a back and forth. And the stag here cast a special ability. You can see what the special ability does. He rolled a 1 here, but notice this: if you click here, it'll show you why, how the roll was influenced. So there's bonus damage, there's crits, there's parries, and all that influences combat.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I'm going to take you through, and one thing I want to show you. So we'll do a couple rounds of combat here, back and forth. Okay. So he's going to roll. Apparently he hit first again. I'm going to roll for damage because I hit. Hitting's not guaranteed. This stag just got really lucky, very sharp horns. But I'm going to show you death. And so part of this demo I'm showing you will illustrate death. Death is a huge part of the ecosystem, and not dying is hugely important. So that's one part of it. And the other part of it is what I'm showing you is not a realistic depiction of balance. So I'm really trying to demo for you like what game mechanics would look like. So here we died. And when you die, you lose all your quests. So you can't do anything else for that day. You lose all your items except 1. So we clicked on the sword. We're going to keep the sword. Notice all my quests are gone. I've lost everything in my inventory except the sword because I chose that. And so, death's a very bad thing, and we want to do everything we can to not die. So choices, how you manage your quests and how aggressively you play, whether you're dying or not dying, is going to be hugely influential on your overall success.
Awesome. That's incredible to see the actual game, right? And that's what it looks like, right? That's what you just showed us.
Yeah. And I'll say this, we could have done an MMO 3D bigger than WoW, but like that's a multi-million dollar endeavor. And that's over years. AAA games are notoriously, their lead times are insane. And it would require a dev studio of, multiple devs. So we chose a game where I felt like it'd still be fun. It would still be flavorful, but something we could actually deliver to our investors, to our player base, to our fans in a reasonable amount of time that could still be fun. It could still be exciting. So that's why we chose that format. And it's a throwback to early day RPGs where I grew up playing those kinds of games. I love those kinds of games. There's a whole Steam subset of games kind of aligned to that design philosophy. And we love playing those. So that's what we built.